Hi guys, Jamie here. Namaste and welcome to my channel. So today I have for you a cooling practice. It's been really hot here in the heart of summer in New Jersey, like sweltering. And in Ayurveda we know that opposites are healing. So I created a cooling practice today to kind of ground and cool us down from some of the agitation that the heat can create. So I hope that you enjoy it. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. And I will list the sequence in the box down below and also list my social media so you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and Pinterest and all those good places too. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste. Peace out. So to begin our cooling practice today, we'll start with a pranayama called Sitali. So for this type of breath, you are going to curl your tongue like this. If you can't curl up the sides of your tongue, you can just purse your lips like you're sipping out of a straw. Either way, it's going to cool the air as you breathe. So sit up nice and tall, sit up on top of your blankets or towels if you're sitting on towels at home. Fold them neatly and sit right on the edge so your spine is long. Cross at your shins, flex back your feet, and lift up through your chest and the crown of your head. Allow your eyes to close. Just take a few rounds of breath. Start to curl up your tongue and find that cooling Sitali breath. Inhale through your tongue and exhale out your nose. Release that and take 3 long exhales out your mouth. Now allow your eyes to slowly open and bring yourself back. And make your way over to tabletop position for some cat and cow. So take your blanket or a towel if you have one and add a little extra padding underneath your knees. Bring your wrists right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. On your inhale, tuck your toes, arch and look up. As you exhale, press the ground away around your spine. And continue to move like that with your breath. If you feel like moving in any other way, if you want to go a little side to side and investigate spots where your body feels a little cranky, feel free to move like yourself for a few rounds of breath. And after your next exhale, you return to a tabletop position. And move your blanket or towel off to the side. Bring your toes together and your knees just a little wider than your hips as you slide your seat back to your heels and bring your forehead to the ground. Extend your arms, really press down through your hands and lift your arms up and away from the floor. Stretch your mat forward as your hips come back to your heels. Keep that. Glue your hands down. Keep your arms straight and strong. As you root your hands down, come back up to a tabletop with straight arms.
Separate your feet, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up and back to ukatasana, downward facing dog. And now from here, pedal out your legs. Find stillness in your legs. Ground down through your hands. Climb up through straight arms and lift through the waist and the hips. Press your legs way back. And then from here, step your feet together. Lift high on your tiptoes, draw your low belly in and up, and tiptoe your feet up to meet your hands. You can come to your fingertips. And then when you get to the top, separate your feet hip distance, soften your knees, and fold over your legs. Lift your shoulders away from the floor, shake your head out, yes and no. Exhale out your mouth. Interlace your hands behind your back. Send your knuckles up and overhead. Sit low into like a skier's pose and lift your chest. Exhale, fold deeply over your legs. Switch the cross of your hands so the other thumb's on top. Send the knuckles overhead. Try to straighten any amount through your legs. And then bend deeply, lift your chest. Root down through your feet this time and press down to rise all the way up. Release your hands. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Interlace your fingers at the top, go up even more. As you exhale, take a lean over to your left. Root down through both feet and lift up through all four sides of your waist. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the other side. Lift up, try not to collapse in your right side waist. Inhale, lift, exhale, fold forward over your legs with a very long spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out, around, and all the way up. And exhale, slide your hands into prayer at your heart. Release your hands. Get your padding again for your knees. We're going to take a variation of sun salutations where you lower the knee down. So come into mountain pose at the top of your mat. Feet can be parallel, slightly separated. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Okay. I had a moment where I thought the camera was off. So step forward to the front of your mat. Find Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, hands to shins, reach your chest forward. Stay that lifted in your chest as you bring your fingertips to the ground and step your left leg way back beyond your padding, lower the knee down. Root down, inhale, rise up. Exhale, release your hands down. Lift your back knee and step straight to plank pose. Keep your shoulders over your wrists and your hips as high as your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, lift up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths. And then from here, step your feet together at the back of your mat. Lift your left leg up. Draw the knee into the chest and step the foot up next to the left thumb. Lower the right knee down. Go down through your legs as you lift up through your arms. Go up through the torso as your tailbone goes down towards the floor. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hands. Lift your back knee. Step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Look forward, hands on your shins. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms reach out, around, and all the way up. Interlace your hands at the top. Go up more. Exhale, lean to your left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean to your right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Stay lifted as you bring fingertips to the floor. Take a huge step back with your right foot. Knee down, inhale, arms reach. Inhale, exhale, lower the hands. Lift the back knee, step to plank pose. Inhale here, and exhale back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 to 5 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale fully. Inhale, and exhale. Step your feet together at the back of your mat. Lift your right leg straight up and back. Step it between your hands, and gently lower the left knee down. Inhale, arms reach. Go up and down at the same time. Down through your legs, up through your torso and your arms. Exhale, release hands. Lift the back knee, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, release your hands. Great. From here, you'll take the padding off of your mat and turn to the side. Take blocks, one at the front and one at the back of your mat, and stand on the center of your mat. From here, you'll step your feet wide apart. Your feet are so wide that when you take your arms out, your wrists are over your ankles. Bring your hands back to your hips. Lift your right heel, and from your right inner thigh, pivot the right leg. Make sure your front heel aligns with your back arch, and then angle your back toes in just a little bit. So if you need to go side to side, go from the front leg to get the front heel aligned with the back arch. If you need to lengthen or shorten your stance, go from the back leg and you can heel toe in or out. From here, bend the front knee deeply to a square and come into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Gaze over your front middle finger and breathe here. From here, root down through your right foot, straighten the right leg. Take your hands back to your hips for a second and bring your right hand into your right hip crease. Take a look at your right knee and aim it at your second and third toes. So we want to make sure the knee is moving towards the pinky toe side of the foot. If it were to move and drop in, that would put a lot of pressure on our inner knee. So from here, deepen your hip crease a lot as you keep the ribs and the lower half of the body long. Your bottom side waist stays long. Take a block, bring it on the highest setting and bring it underneath your shoulder, your hand. Turn your bottom ribs to your top ribs and reach the top arm up. Ground down firmly through your right big toe mound as you continue to aim your right knee at your second and third toes and wrap your outer buttock, your right outer buttock underneath you to keep that happening. If you don't have a block, you can always take a hand on your shin and press the shin and the hand into each other. Root down through your feet, inhale, rise all the way up. Release your hands to your hips and turn your leg back towards the side of your mat. Lift your left heel, pivot your left leg, heel to arch, and angle your back toes in slightly. Bend the front knee, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Aiming the knee at the second and third toes, back leg nice and straight. From here, press into the left foot, straighten the left leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Feel where the leg connects to the hip socket. Keep the knee pointing at the second and third toes and the wrap of your left outer buttock underneath you nice and strong to maintain that. Now deepen the hip crease a lot to keep the lower waist super long. Release the hand to a block under your shoulder or your shin if you don't have a block, and reach your right arm up.
Take your bottom shoulder blade down the back so that your bottom shoulder moves away from your ear, and breathe. Root down and rise up. Hands to your hips. Pivot your toes back towards the side of your mat. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward with a long spine. Keep your chest reaching forward, the crown of your head reaching forward. Your inner thighs roll back. Root down through the outer edges of the feet. Lift the inner arches and the inner ankles up. Down to slowly rise up. Take your time. Release your hands. Heel toe, back together. And you can turn and face the front of your mat again. I'm going to move the blocks out of the way. From here we'll do a variation on surya namascara B. So with your legs all the way together, sit very low and sweep the arms up into chair pose, ukatasana. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale as you fold over bent knees. Straighten legs at the bottom. Inhale, halfway lift hands to shins or fingertips to the floor if you can do so with a flat back. Keep this as you bring your fingertips to the floor and step way back with your left foot to a lunge. On your inhale, sweep the arms up to a high crescent lunge. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Inhale. Exhale. Get longer in your spine as you lower the hands. Step straight back to plank pose. So from here, drop your knees down, tuck your tailbone under, shift your shoulders a little past your wrists, and bend your elbows straight back, lower with a lot of control to the ground. Bring your fingertips outside your mat. Glue your pinky toenails down to the mat and press your pubic bone down as you inhale. Peel yourself up and away from gecko arm cobra. Exhale and lower back down. 2 more like that. Last one. Bring your hands back to frame your ribs. Tuck your toes. Draw your navel to your spine and press up to a tabletop position. Lift your hips to downward facing dog and take 3 breaths. From here, step your feet together at the back of your mat. Lift your left leg straight up and back, and step the left foot up in between your hands. You can always lower the back knee or grab the calf and help the foot up. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, lower the hands all the way down. Step back to plank pose. Either knees down again or shift forward and lower all the way to the ground. Keep your shoulders lifting as you lower. Oh, it's really hard. Take your fingertips to the ground. Inhale, peel your chest up, cobra, gecko arm cobra. Exhale, lower down, twice more. This is very loosely based on surya namascara. And then bring your hands back to frame your ribs, tuck your toes, press up through all 4s, and back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And then from here, step your feet together at the back of your mat, lift high on your tiptoes, lift your low belly in and up, and tiptoe your feet up to meet your hands. You can come to your fingertips. Legs all the way together, sit low into chair with ukatasana, sweep your arms up. Press down through your feet, inhale, rise up. Exhale, release your hands. Okay. From here, step back with your left foot. Take your right foot a little more towards the right side of your mat, heel toe it a little bit more to the right. And then bend your right knee deeply, align it over your right ankle, stacking the joints. Keep your left hip steering forward, the back toes are really angled pretty far in. Warrior one. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward, taking the right shoulder to the top of or inside the right knee. Roll your shoulder blades together as you broaden your collarbones, even though you're forward folding. Rein your right outer hip in, firm it in. Root down from your feet and come all the way back up. Inhale, sweep your arms up, release them. Exhale, release hands to your hips. Lift your back heel and step forward. Step your right leg back, about a leg's length or so. Keep the left foot in line with the left hip, heel toe it a little more left, and right foot in line with the right hip. So your feet are on railroad tracks. And then steer your right hip forward. Inhale, arms up, Virabhadrasana 1. As you exhale, release your hands. Interlace with the opposite thumb on top, your non-habitual side. Lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward, shoulder either to the knee or inside the left knee. Keep your chest lifting as you fold forward. Firm your left hip in. Don't let it jut out to the side. Then root through your feet and rise up. Release your hands. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, release your hands. All the way to the ground. Step back, downward dog. Take a big step back. Stretch back. Inhale fully. Exhale out your mouth. Come high on your tiptoes. Lift your low belly in and up. And then super slow as you keep your low belly lifting, gently, gently land your knees on the ground. Touch your toes. Bring your seat to your heels for child's pose, letting the arms rest, and breathe here. From here, walk your hands back alongside your legs and press down to slowly rise up. Take your time. Gather up your blankets or your towels, whatever you're using. If you have like a throw blanket at home, that would be great for this. Fold it in half, make it nice and neat, and then come and sit up on the edge. Dandasana, staff pose. You might find your fingertips reach the floor if you have longer arms like I do. If your arms are not quite that long, you can take hold of the blankets beside your hips. Lift your chest up nice and tall. Draw back on your pinky toe side of your foot as you flex your feet firmly. Keep your breastbone lifting, and perhaps, if you have the space to move forward, start to walk yourself forward just a little bit so that your top part of your body folds towards the bottom half of your body the way a door hinge closes. Continue to keep the breastbone lifting. Try not to find yourself in slouchy couch pose or vulture pose like this, but keep a nice long spine and collarbones broad. And then from here, come back up. Bend your right knee, cross it outside your left knee. Interlace your hands at your shin, lift your chest, broaden across your collarbones, and then take hold of your right knee with your left arm. Take your right hand behind you. Inhale and lift up. Exhale and twist. And try not to force your head and neck around. Your neck is the part of the spine that has the most rotation available. However, cranking your neck around doesn't necessarily get you any more of a twist. So just look to the side view. And then slowly unwind. Stretch your right leg out. Bend your left knee and cross it over. Sit up nice and tall here. Get a lot of length, and then take your left hand behind you. You can wrap. If you feel like you have even more space to twist, you could take the elbow outside the knee as well. On each inhale, lift and lengthen, and as you exhale, twist a little bit deeper without forcing the neck. Back to center. Extend both legs. Bring your right foot and leg over towards the right side of your mat. Bend the left knee and drop it out. Taking janu, sirsasana. Turn towards the extended leg. Inhale, lift your chest. Reach your left arm up and go cross your leg. Tent your right fingertips outside your right hip. Inhale, lift your chest again. Try to reach your heart beyond your toes. And then fold as you keep a long spine and breathe. And make your way back up. Take your knee back to center. Extend your left leg out towards the left side of your mat. Bend your right knee in and revolve the knee out to the side. Turn your torso. Lift your chest. Put your right arm up and go across. You can connect to the outside of the foot or just the outside of the leg if that's where you can reach. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, fold. Full deep breaths. With each inhale, find a little more length in the spine, and with each exhale, fold forward just a little bit more. And make your way back up. Take your knee in, extend both legs out, the little windshield wiper of your legs, and then bend both knees. And come on down. From here, we'll set up for Savasana. You can take your towel or blanket and roll it up. If you want even more height, you can take that on top of a pillow or a bolster if you have one. And then lengthen your legs out over that. Make sure you have some nice support under your knees. And come and lay all the way back down. Find Shavasana and rest here for as long as you like. Allowing yourself to relax completely. Allow yourself to receive the support of the ground beneath you. Relax your face, your jaw, your eyes. Soften your shoulders. Allow your breath to ebb and flow. Just allow your mind to ride on the wave of your breath as it travels in and out. Remain here for as long as you like, relaxing and reaping the benefits of your yoga practice. And when you're ready, you can bend your knees and curl over to your favorite side in fetal position. Pausing there for a moment before you use your hands to press the ground down and slowly come on up to sitting. And when you're ready, find a finishing seat. Bring your hands into prayer, your heart. Bow your head to your heart as you lift your heart up towards your hands. Take this moment to honor yourself for your dedication and your beautiful efforts, for your willingness to walk the path of healing. I thank you so much for joining me today and for allowing me to be your guide. The light in me honors the light within you. Namaste.